Hello again, folks. Hello again, Reddit. Let's jump into another trolling series. Let's see what's going on with the OC poetry community. And let's get into it. Let's see what people have been writing. Got some DMs. We'll probably get to them first. Then we'll just see what's going on in new to round out the evening. I Suck at Crypto here has Naked Wild for us. Let's see what Naked Wild is all about. Dogs in heat and roaming naked, so very hungry and thin, a skeleton of a soul. Let's just take a little time out there. A skeleton of a soul. So you put soul in a poem, you already kind of have my attention right there, right? Because if you've been listening in, tuning in, you know, guys, you know that if you put soul in a poem, I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to your poem, but maybe not in a positive, affirming way. Between her thighs enters loneliness. Okay. A song she sings called Regret. Okay, that's overstated. He listens close and pictures her words. Is he listening close and picturing her words? I don't know. I mean, there's some sexual elements to this that one can't help but being piqued or intrigued by, but we see that a lot in Reddit. You know? So it goes from dogs in heat roaming naked to between her thighs. Is that one of the dogs? Is that the true topic, the true object of this poem, so to speak? The object is this woman. Between her thighs enters loneliness. Whose loneliness? Her loneliness? The speaker's loneliness? A song she sings called Regret. So she regrets doing this, but why? Because of the dogs in heat? And then finally we get the he listens. We get that on the penultimate line. Why do we wait so long to get the he? Why? 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 Put the he in initially, or put the I in. I feel like a dog in heat roaming naked, so hungry, a skeleton. Between her thighs enters my loneliness, a song she would sing if she could. I listen and picture, try to dream her words reaching out. Is it somethingers? Okay? I don't know. Put yourself in the poem. Okay? Put yourself in the poem. Or leave it be. Don't be a coward. I don't know. I think I stumbled across this poem, and it's too long for me to really cover, but had some provocative elements to it, I think. September is the month when wives stray off the way home and daughters lure the sea into their bodies. It's a cool way to open a poem. Nice conceit. An orphan plucks nameless lover's face from shadows on the wall. Okay, so this is, we're complicating the issue too much. Like an ocean opens for the river re-entering it. Yeah. And river re-entering it, the ending with the it there is, I don't know. Okay. I keep a bucket. Then there's the I. The I is too late. See that, guys? See that? Do you see that? Are we following here how late the I comes into the poem? Pay attention. Don't do that. Oh, here's a chat. You guys don't need to see that. My exorcism. I am the priest at my own exorcism. I cleanse the room with sage and holy water. I scan the room. At least we have the eye. I scan the room in my vision for unwanted visitors. The ghosts mustn't come out in the middle of my transition. Transition to what? Okay. Well, at least I'm interested. For this is the day I rise. So you're like bread. Rise from the grave of my past demise. Okay, I'm bored. Okay, it's like a fantasy science fiction poem. Not to say that there isn't a place for that. It's just not for me. Okay, I know it's going to get trite from here and boring. I just picked this out of the pile. I just thought this is emblematic of things that could go awry or kind of overstated. In my darkest hour, a storm wept, it cried day in and day out. So you see that day in, day out? You see how many, we need 2 lines to say one thing. And it's been said before, day in, day out. It's been said, everybody says that. It's conversational. Doesn't belong in a poem in this way. It was my darkest hour. Again, received speech. The storm passed overhead. And in my darkest hour, again. Okay? I mean, too much received speech. Let's go to new. New. New will save us all, won't it? Honeysuckle kiss. May order save us. We love the order with his silver hair, whose iron hammer, who apostrophe? Come on, get it right, guy. Whoever you are, gal, him, her, they. Whose, get it right. Iron hammer chisels at the youth. He lies on western pulpits, spewing prayers of olden days and unrelenting truth. Why is it unrelenting? Why? Why is it unrelenting truth? We love the capital order. So you're just chiseling away my confidence by capitalizing things randomly and not using grammar correctly. Why Western pulpits? Like out west? So we're talking like, yeehaw. Postmodernists and migrant refugees. Okay. Sorry. Out of human. DZT 2002. Is that when you were born, 2002? You gave me your smile, your giggle out of happiness. You gave me your ear, your voice out of care. You gave me your words, your hand out of love. Keep seasoning, 2002. Keep seasoning. Sharing laughter, my barrel of monkeys. I am drawn to your form. Hyphen. Why is it yours? Perhaps just a chemical bond forged in youth. Life's true mystery, you and I, ... The errant sleuth. Ugh. Oh, wow. Reddit, baby. Come on. Swan's final kiss. Hilma of Clint. Okay, we know that. Okay. It's by B-U-Y. The Swan's final kiss. How they connect in one place. Their backs alight. The timid night of the white swan opposing the blank mind. See, the blank, opposing the blank mind, you've lost the image, the visuals, the canvas. Show us the brush, show us the color, show us the thinking of the artist. I mean, the black occupies to bleed the frame of two where each has made a soft treaty. Okay, soft treaty is okay. Frastic's hard. The smallest, an Asian giant hornet, ornish brown with chitin armor, thick as nightly shields, went flying over me, then passed and down upon a hive of honeybees in fields had not seen its kind before. It bore its way through waxy walls of chambered comb, beheading bees whose stings it could not ignore, allowing it to devastate their home with little effort, turning larval young into its power source. Power source! The tiny bees each pile on each. Though not a sting among them was enough to stop the hornet's siege, but using friction from their wings, they slay the beast. Okay. It kind of held my interest. I think the ending is too pat. The smallest even find a way. I tried not to read that because it's just such a letdown. But pretty strongly written. You guys see how there's some enjambment. There's some lines which end with pause, comma. But there's a good mix there. Good rhythm. Brown down, shields, fields, bore, ignore, home, comb. It's well rhymed. So nice work, low tie. Oh, it's low tie. I feel cheated because, of course, I mean, low tie's kind of dependably. I don't know. I don't want to say like, you're always good, low tie, because you could do better on this ending, low tie. But gosh, I mean, it's some pretty sharp prosody here. You see that, guys? Go and do like low tie. If you're gonna do these rhymes like this, guys, sharpen them up like low tie here. These are pretty young among bees. Siege, bees and siege is pretty much, I would say, A++++. And that's strong low tie. I don't know I would have done any better. But yeah, fix that ending. Don't conclude for people. Don't tell the reader what to think when you end your poem. Never do that, low tie. Bad low tie. Strong writing, low tie, but don't do that. Don't tell the reader what to think. It's so good. So interesting. So specifically observed. See that, guys? It's like he's a naturalist. Naturist. Oh, that's naked people are naturists. Naturalists are the ones who, write about nature. Not naturists. Okay, come on. Solid effort, low tie, but, you're not getting full credit with that ending. You got lazy. You know that. Today, Apple 360. This looks bad. It looks like prose. I'm not even going to touch it, Apple. A Wikipedia article. I know what you're trying to do with search for you. I know these usernames now. I'm not a fucking idiot. I know that. I know you're going to trick me with this, a search for you. I'm not falling for it. I'm not covering your poem. You see that? You're better than this, a search for you. You're better than this. I know you have chops. I'm not falling into any of your traps. Red Panda. This world. More than this world, the shapes they have carved in the flesh of our ground and stitched together like a doll. It's evocative, specific. More than the clay that they smear. Mm-hmm. More than their poetry. Whose poetry? Art and statues combined. More than those lines. Which lines? Smudged and marked over with the ink that never stains. Good opening gambit, but no, not that much follow through. Jog past Whitby Abbey. I don't know Whitby Abbey. Whitby Abbey. Whitby Abbey. Whitby Abbey. Whitby Abbey. Aim me, sunblind, through the blades of dust where the sunlight shafts through the stonework ghost, and the frosted mistletoe of cracks up the tour-worn tracks to the wild grass sea where the seasons swam in warm neglect. Oh, I know you're English, you little fucker. I know you're English. with the idle sigh of a slow stampede till the night cracked down the barefoot monks as the rush light drums of their prayers capsized. And the abbot's eyes divorced the dark by lightning forked and milk froth psalms, and the grass went black like helipad tar. Why is there a helipad? And the night jay slept on the altar's arms. All right. The Ivory Surf. I'm going to say I like it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I like it. Aim me sunblind through the blades of dust. That's a great opening line, my friend. That's great. That is quality. Again, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So, is it the highest possible quality? I don't know. How much? I don't have enough bucks to give you all the stuff. I only have 175. So let's just give you what we can give you. So, I don't know. Let's give you this. Burning Cash Award. That sounds dumb. America. Well, you're English, so I could give you this to just say, but, that's kind of rude. You look amazing? Oh, no. Evil cackle. I'm not disappointed. Lawyer up. No. Kiss. I think you deserve a smooch. Okay. So, you're getting the smooch. Okay. I said give it. Did that happen? What are we doing here? Here we go. 2. I didn't really want to give you 2, but you get 2. There's another one. Okay. Wheatgrass. Oh, Lenny! Hey, Lenny. How you doing? We did you last week. I guess you're on here all the time, so I might as well do another. Our bodies intertwined on an earthen bed. Okay. The hard ground softened in the place we lay our heads. We formed a wheatgrass angel in the farmer's field next door. With gasps and inhalations, I rolled over you. A storm. The clouds above us staring blushed a reproachful red. I laughed at their judgment. I grinned at them and said, keep your remorse, your humility, your shame. The whole world could be watching. I'd do it just the same. You have overdone it, just a little bit, with the rhythmic scheme that makes me throw a fit. I'd like to throw up a little bit in my mouth, but you're talented than most people right here on Reddit's Schmausch. Something. You get the idea. Okay? So, there's some things going on here that are good. Our bodies intertwined on an earthen bed. It's a good game, but why not just make that one line? Why do we have to get into this kind of rhythmic death march, Lenny? Okay? So what are we doing here? We're saying, yeah, we had sex on a farm, and I don't regret it because it was good, but like the sky disapproved. It's called, you guys have heard this, it's called, I hope, the pathetic fallacy, where it's like, I was sad and it was pouring rain and the sky was sad. The sky was crying type of thing. It's called the pathetic fallacy, where you project, or the poet puts their emotions onto the natural world. So they're saying, I probably shouldn't have boned this guy or gal out on the field, but I did, and the sky blushed for us because we couldn't. So you could use that, and all poetry to a certain extent does use that strategy, but I don't know. This italics at the end, keep your remorse. Why? I mean, what? I don't know. Do we need that? Your humility, your shame. Clouds don't really have humility or remorse. I liked your other poem better, Lenny, but I like that you're still working on it. You're still firing away. I'll do one more. Visions of a burrito. Burrito. There's a heaven in my hand. There's a heaven in the palm of my hand. I heard once that heaven is rapture. No. No. Come on, let's do better at it. Haiku. Haiku. Haiku's hard, folks. People think it's not hard, but it's hard. Tremors as she walk. As she walks? How do you F that up? Can't even get singular and plural right? Gosh. Time is a train. I know you, Tim. Look, you already have all the, everyone already loves your poem, all the hearts and stuff, and silvers. It's good enough. You're fine, Timmy. I'm not going there. Not getting into it with you. Afraid. Faceless figures surround me, a grueling monotony. I need a change, devoid of love and passion, a world of dull gray. I need a change. I need a change too. A decent African president. Oh, this is Search for You. No. Search for You? No. No. Berate me? So I fucked her? No. Need to get well? No. Nocturnal anxieties? No. Inclemency of loneliness? That's portentous. A dark storm started to surround me, darkening my surroundings, shielding others around me from my pain, leaving me alone, stranded. Show and tell, a user's guide. Want to see how someone's doing, like internally, see their fantasies? No, I don't, though. That's the thing. Moon Museum. It's way too long. It's way too long. How would animals see us? Why not carry your grief? I don't know. Because I don't want to carry my grief. Othered. Okay, last try here, guys. Last try. Othered. From circadian to rectangular, exhaustion is elite. Others, the web that's weaved, a mere insect in a hierarchy of prey sprinkled in between. Sometimes swept away by something as simple as the breeze. I begin where I end, existentially. So don't begin where you end. Don't end a poem existentially ever. Where you begin is fine, circadian to rectangular. I think that's a very eccentric, difficult beginning to a poem, but it's a lot better than your ending. Exhaustion is elite, I think is a mistake. After opening with circadian to rectangular, so circadian rhythms or something like that. But elite, exhaustion is elite. You're asking too much of the reader. Maybe they think, people who work really hard are exhausted or something like that. Other days you're the spider. Okay, so you're going to catch people in your web. Others, the web that's weaved. So you're just not getting any type of specificity for the reader. You're not sharing your mind with the reader in any real generous, spirited way. You're keeping all of your references for yourself and asking the reader to come completely to your territory, assuming your territory, the territory of your poem, is intrinsically, automatically interesting and rewarding to the reader. But it's not. The reader doesn't give a fuck about your territory. They don't give a fuck about your references unless you make them interested. Your circadian to rectangular promises something. Now reward them for reading that first thing. Give them something. Elite pushes them away. Some days you're the spider, okay, interesting. Others, the web that's weaved. Okay, but now we need to show what we're talking about. The your isn't enough. You are. Don't put the work on us. Enact, show us the thinking. Show us the work that the poem is willing to do. What are the comments? What do other people say? I often have a hard time describing what a poem means to me in a cohesive, comprehensive way. Maybe because you're reading poems like this. I don't know I'll do any better here. I found this poem comforting. Really? Wow. I like sleeping with a big bag full of nails. And, I don't know. What else? Bricks? Mosquitoes? The way that describes the fluidity of life. How? How does it describe the fluidity of life? Be specific. Where in the text is the fluidity of life enacted? I relate to the last line. I think the last line stinks. I don't relate to the last line. Boogie boy, you're not a, no, you shouldn't. Thought provoking. I love the words you used here. So abstract, yet deeply metaphorical. And their simplicity. They're not simple. They're not deep. They're not effective yet. They are puzzling with you. You guys need to work on your comment section game. Okay? The person who wrote this, Slum 421, is clearly not an idiot. They're clearly smart. They clearly have resources. They're clearly thinking of something specific. Let's challenge them as the reader to be like, I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't feel like you're respecting my impulses to engage in something that's rewarding, that works on many levels, that has oral aspects as well as cognitive or just polysyllabic, dictionary elements. I don't feel like you're creating a cohesive whole with any type of moment in time or characters or themes. You're moving randomly between ideas that seem wholly private and fractured. Maybe give feedback like that, guys. All right. Well, we did have one winner. Although I don't really remember what it was. I do think I gave it a couple of rewards. But yeah, good times. Good times, folks. And maybe next week I'll, have had more sleep myself and I'll be less caught in the spider web of my own fall craziness. And be able to show the love and admiration for all the Reddit people out there working their butts off, trying to put some poetry together. And I appreciate people put their poetry out there, even if I'm rough on you sometimes. But you guys need that. Problem with OCPoetry is people are too easy on one another. We let stuff go. We just want to get to our own stuff. Let's slow down. Put some quality into the comments section here. Peace.